My family away from my Carolina home, had dreams about the West and started to roam. Took my family away from my Carolina home.
And now for the original version.
Took my family away from my Carolina home.
Morning, folks. Short story about why I got interested in making this video was on Sunday. An older fella came over and he had just got a Showbud Maverick and he had changed the strings, but just starting out, had a little trouble figuring out how to tune it and everything, so he wanted to bring it to the shop and see what I could do for him. So he did, and no big deal. It just needed a little adjustment and tuned up. And then he got himself a Peterson tuner, which I highly recommend. And when he was leaving, he said, "Now I'm going to go home and play Fire on the Mountain." And that got me thinking, you know, a lot of people like that older Southern rock, country rock stuff. And it's a good song for beginners to learn. So here's the intro. It's in the key of G. And starts off with the guitar being strummed. And he starts up on the 15th fret. And the first phrase is... So that's just strings 6 and 5 and he hits the A pedal. Then he goes up to the D chord on the 17th fret. Basically on strings 4 and 5 with the A pedal again. And then he goes down to the 15th fret while they're playing an A minor chord, but he plays kind of a riff off of that. He just uses his A pedal again on the 5th string. So it's just up and down. Then he goes to the C chord in the progression. Then he brings in his B pedal, so he gets a C note. Something to that nature, so it's reflecting a C chord. Then he slides down to the G chord like that. So you could do that. I kind of like that with the 8th string and the 5th string. But I think he may go. Then it goes to an E minor chord. And he does kind of a dampening effect, which I can't really do as well as he did. And that's just strings 6, 5, and 4 hammering on your A pedal. Then he goes up to the C chord, so that part is. So you slide up, pedals down, 3rd fret, up to the 8th fret. You release the pedals and hit your 4th string, then your 1st string. Then you can hit strings actually 3 and 5. Then he does that dampening thing, goes back to the E minor chord. And you can pick that probably better than using 2 fingers, which I tend to do a lot with a 3-finger roll. Took my family away, and that's how that part goes. So the main riff on the second part of it is, then he goes up to a C chord, and the first time is, was how I do it. I think he does it a little different, but I kind of like that. And the second time is, so he goes strings 6 and 5, pedals down, 3rd fret, slides up to his open C chord on the 8th fret, then he grabs strings 8 and 5 and hammers his A pedal. Then he goes up to the 15th fret and does it again. Then he hits strings 4 and 5 and engages his A and B pedal. You can use either 4 and 5 or 4, 5, and 6. I think he just does 4 and 5 with the A pedal. And that's the basis of it. So it just uses the A and B pedal, and it's a good song to work on for your intonation up high at the beginning. And hope somebody enjoys this little video and learns something from it. Also, this guitar is a Showbud changer, neck, key head pedals, Jimmy Hudson body that I finished the best I could, Jimmy Hudson end plates, regular standard legs, and it's got a chrome surround Lawrence 705 pickup, which is a very nice sounding pickup. This guitar is available here in Ohio. I'd like you to come out and see it. It's $18.50, picked up here in Ohio. Has a Pro 1 case that it fits real nicely. Case isn't the best, but it gets the job done and will for a lot of years to come. So thanks for stopping by, and I hope you learned a little something for you getting going on playing this instrument. A little help figuring out what the heck these guys have been doing all these years. Alright, thank you very much, and stay warm out there.
Took my family away from my Carolina home. Had dreams about the West and started to roam.